At the college admission banquet, the acceptance letter of childhood sweethearts was personally opened by a high-ranking official invited by his father. However, none of them knew that when childhood sweethearts were filling out their college applications, their beloved little delinquent had changed his choice to a third-rate college. In my previous life, after the college entrance exam results came out, childhood sweethearts and I, along with 2 other friends, went to an internet cafe to fill out our applications. But they came over surrounded by that little delinquent. The little troublemaker changed their college choices while they were in the restroom. After I saw it, I sternly rebuked her. With their grades, getting into Tsinghua or Peking University would be no problem. And college choices are not something to be taken lightly or filled out recklessly. When that group came back, she tearfully accused me, saying the deadline for submitting applications hadn't passed yet, so they could still be modified, and that she had only been joking with them. But because I had been so stern, I broke her heart, and when she ran out, she was hit by a car and had her leg broken. During her journey abroad for treatment, the plane crashed, and her age was forever frozen at 20. Childhood sweethearts and my friends came to hate me, and when we were all standing at the peak together, they pushed me down from the building. The 3 of them said coldly, "It's all because of you that Xiaoya got into trouble. You deserve to die." Xiaoya was only joking. Even if she really filled in our college applications for a third-rate university, we'd still be willing to go. If we could start over, there's no way we'd go to the same university as you. We don't want any of these honors. We just want her. The childhood sweetheart's smiles turned vicious. Do you still remember the car accident that happened the day your parents came to visit you? I was the one who tampered with it. When I opened my eyes again, I had returned to the day I filled out my college application. Watching the few of them head to the restroom, I tightened my grip on the mouse. I had actually been reborn. Reborn on the very day Wang Yaya changed their college preferences. I remembered that in our previous life, the 4 of us all went to Peking University, developed the smartest robot, made a fortune, and became national-level researchers. I never expected that they would hate me for the sake of Wang Yaya for the rest of my life. No wonder they always isolated me as a group. They all opposed me together on innovation, and I thought I just hadn't done a good enough job. I never expected that they had never been able to forget Wang Yaya. For Wang Yaya, Xia Mingzhi even caused my parents' deaths. I clenched my fists, remembering the helpless agony of falling from the sky. I felt an overwhelming hatred for them in my heart. So in this life, I won't meddle in other people's business anymore. My parents' revenge and my own revenge once I get the chance. I won't let them off. I was wearing headphones, and my seat was about 3 meters away from theirs. There were 4 seats in a row. The 4 of us should have been sitting in the same row, but Wang Yaya insisted on squeezing in between them, next to my childhood sweetheart, Xia Mingzhi. So they smiled and sent me away. "Ning Yu, you're just filling out your application anyway. Once you're done, you can go back to playing your match 3 game. The rest of us are going to play PUBG. And it's easier to talk when we're together." Xia Mingzhi also nodded. "The game you play is different from ours, so it doesn't really matter whether you sit with us or not." Wang Yaya draped an arm over Xia Mingzhi's shoulder. "Don't worry, great talented lady, we're brothers. And it's normal for us to sit together and play games. Don't be so petty." All of them looked a little impatient. "Are you annoying or what? You keep sticking to us all the time." Xia Mingzhi also frowned at me. "Ning Yu, they've already agreed to go to the same school as you, so stop making trouble." Wang Yaya looked at me smugly, and I had no choice but to sit here. Since I've been reborn, who would still foolishly retrace the same path? I looked at the deadline for submitting my application. There were still 8 hours left. After submitting your preferences, you can make changes before the deadline. Once the submission deadline has passed, you can no longer modify them. I solemnly chose the school and major I loved most in my previous life. And after confirming everything was correct, I clicked submit, although there were still 8 hours left and 3 chances to make changes. This was not something to be taken lightly. I didn't even look over at Wang Yaya's side. In order to keep those people from ending up at the same school as me, She filled in all of their choices with schools in Wang Yaya's hometown. Whether she was joking or not, I don't know. All I know is that it has nothing to do with me. After all, having been reborn, I no longer had the mind to play games, and I just stared blankly at the computer screen. In my previous life, I liked Xia Mingzhi. After all, we were childhood sweethearts. He excelled in both academics and conduct, and was also a talented athlete. On top of that, his father was a civil servant, so he was outstanding in every respect. So our two families just laughed and said, "Let's arrange a childhood betrothal." But it was only something said in passing. Everything would depend on how we developed later. In my previous life, after he got to know Wang Yaya, he became very cold toward me. He wouldn't go to the library with me anymore either, and only took Zhao Liang and Chen Yu with him to play games with Wang Yaya. This situation caused the three of them to drop more than 30 places in the placement exam. After the teacher talked to them, the three of them finally got serious and began sprinting toward the college entrance exam. After the exams, the three of them started going out to play with Wang Yaya every day again. The matter of filling out college applications had been delayed until this very last day. I thought that as long as I went to Peking University, we could study together again and fulfill the dreams we had as children. Unexpectedly, I was the only one who remembered. I don't think this was just a bit of youthful rebellion, because when the three of them killed me, we were all already 30 years old. At home, they kept pushing me and Xia Mingzhi to get married, but he kept refusing and wouldn't even let me date anyone else. It was only before I died that I learned he had said, "Yaya didn't even get to live to 30 and enjoy happiness. What right do you, the murderer, have?" We developed it together, but they always ignored my contributions and even deleted my name several times. I never expected that it was because of Wang Yaya's death that they came to hate me. Every year on Wang Yaya's Memorial Day, they would go drinking, getting dead drunk, reminiscing about their lost first love. I rested my head in my hand, listening to the song "Have You Had Enough" through my headphones, and couldn't help but want to laugh. Seeing them come out of the restroom, the three of them were chatting and laughing, and when they saw Wang Yaya, they quickly crowded around her again. Zhao Liang asked with a smile, "Yaya, why did you close the page for submitting our college applications?" Wang Yaya opened PUBG, her voice full of excitement. "I've already filled everything out for you. Let's not waste any time, hurry up and start getting chicken dinner." A hint of fondness flashed in Xia Mingzhi's eyes. "How did you know which school we chose?" Wang Yaya handed him a cola, her tone a little sulky. "In our chicken-eating squad. The three of you have said it so many times, Peking University. Peking University. There's only one Peking University in this country. How could I fill it in wrong?" Chen Yu grinned. "Yaya still cares about us. You remembered it after hearing it just once." Wang Yaya looked at Xia Mingzhi and leaned closer to his side. "The person I care about most, of course, is brother Xia Mingzhi." Xia Mingzhi looked at her upturned eyes with purple eyeshadow, and at the purple crop top she was wearing, which accentuated her excellent figure. As she leaned toward him, he could faintly see the cleavage at her chest, with the cross necklace just falling into it. A strange light flashed across his eyes, and he wished he could turn into her necklace. Wang Yaya gave a sly grin. The scent of perfume drifted into his nostrils as she hooked an arm around his neck and said in a seductive voice, "Hurry up and log in. If we don't get a chicken dinner today, I'm not going off stream." Xia Mingzhi's heart stirred. Wang Yaya then went over to Zhao Liang and opened PUBG for him. Looking at her tight little tank top, Zhao Liang had the same thought as Xia Mingzhi. The three of them could hardly remember that much, so they immediately started the game. I looked in their direction, shut down the computer, and logged off. Before logging off, I went to find the network administrator and slipped him 100 yuan, using my phone to record the video of her modifying their preferences. One can never be too careful, just in case she later turned around and accused me of changing them. Playback could only be kept for 7 days, and then I would have no way to prove my innocence. Given how shameless those 4 people are, I no longer want to have any contact with them. I didn't go say goodbye to them either. I just went straight home. when I saw my parents waiting for me at home. My eyes turned slightly red. I had let them down. Because when they came to see me, I had asked Xia Mingzhi to pick them up. There was an important launch event that day, and I was the person who knew the core technology best. So I couldn't be absent. Unexpectedly, on the way from the airport, their brakes failed, and they died on the spot. Xia Mingzhi was also injured. That self-inflicted injury scheme took my parents' lives. His so-called concussion made me give him even more, and I was even willing to gift him my own patents. Back then, he held me and said, "Xiaoyu, you still have me." Thinking about it now, it's truly laughable. I walked into the house and hugged my mother, who was knitting a sweater. "Mom, I miss you so much." Mom set down the crochet hook and poked my forehead, saying indulgently, "You've only been out for an hour, right? You're usually not this clingy." Even after just an hour, I'd still miss Mom a lot, I said with a smile. Leaning against her shoulder, "Don't you miss Dad?" Dad, who had cleaned up the kitchen, came out carrying a plate of sliced watermelon. I do, I said with a grin. Looking at them both, "I've decided to use the scholarship money I've saved to invite you both to go on a trip to Guizhou with me. Please get your things ready, we leave tomorrow." My parents looked at me in surprise, because they knew I'd been saving that scholarship money for 7 years. And I was actually willing to spend it. I looked at them with a smile. Hurry up, go pack your things." My dad rubbed his hands together eagerly. It really has been a long time since our family went on a trip. I hugged my mom. Yes, it's summer vacation right now. And both principals have time too. Please give this student a chance. The two of them, one the principal of an elementary school and the other the principal of a middle school. So from childhood to adulthood, I've always loved studying the most. We can't let parents say, "Look, even the principal's daughter has bad grades. Can this school still be trusted?" So, to keep their enrollment from being affected, I always stayed at the top of the class. Okay, Mom, put the things away. Then go have some fun. While they were packing up, I booked the tickets and hotel. Isn't the point of being reborn to make up for regrets? And my regret is my family. In my previous life, I spent every summer vacation trying to please Xia Mingzhi and the other two. And also followed their instructions to take care of Wang Yaya. I used all my scholarship money to pay for Wang Yaya's treatment. They said it was all my fault. And the three of them complained about me every day. At 18, I was truly naive and kind, really believing it was my fault. Her parents were kind as well. When they heard about Wang Yaya's family situation, they even sought out the best doctors to treat her. They even heard that it would be very hard to recover in China, so they spent all their savings to send her abroad for treatment. And what did we get? A death sentence. So people should respect the fate of others. Meddling in other people's business will surely end in tragedy. It's not my application choice being changed. So what the hell does it have to do with me? The next day, the three of us set off straight for the airport. Most of the people out during the summer vacation are students and parents. And every scenic spot is packed with people. But being together as a family makes us very happy. We went to Guiyang, visited the free Qianling Mountain Park, saw the world's third largest waterfall, visited the world's largest Miao village, and climbed Fanjingshan, the sacred mountain of Buddhism. Still wanting more. We then went to Yunnan. It wasn't until just before school started that we went home. When I returned to the compound with the local specialties, the security guard at the gate handed me a package. "Xiaoyu, this must be your admission letter, right? It just arrived today." His eyes were full of envy. Why haven't the admission letters for the Xia family boy, the Zhao family boy, and the Chen family boy come yet? Their families have all been holding enrollment banquets one after another these past couple of days. You guys all did pretty well on the exam. You all applied to Peking University, right? How come you're all applying to the same school, but your admission letter arrived and theirs haven't? Does this school send out admission letters to the girls first? I heard from Lu Lily that her Xiaoxia is the top humanities student, and the other two boys are also in the provincial top 10. You guys are all way too amazing. My mom handed him a bag of guizhou potato shreds. Cutting off his chatter. This is a specialty we brought back from Guizhou. It's delicious. Uncle Li, you should try some too. We'll head upstairs first. When our family entered the residential compound, we saw Xia Mingzhi's mother. I thought of her in my previous life. When our research achievements were classified as national level, many wealthy young ladies, even the daughters of provincial departments, took a liking to Xia Mingzhi. This promising young talent. She stopped bringing up my relationship with Xia Mingzhi. I was a girl with neither father nor mother, and she thought I wasn't good enough for Xia Mingzhi anymore. Even after Xia Mingzhi and I started dating, she still had him go on blind dates. My son applied to Peking University. Ha ha ha. He and Ning Yu are one in liberal arts and one in science if they work together in the future. They'll definitely be twice as effective with half the effort. They'll definitely get married. I've already thought it through. I want Ning Yu to get pregnant in her sophomore year, and after giving birth in her junior year. She'll only be in her early 20s. Having children when you're young makes it easier to recover. I'll help take care of the child after it's born. Once Ning Yu graduates, she can help my son run the company. And then have a few more kids. Their genes are good. This was the first time even my parents had heard such a remark, and they were instantly furious. My mom rushed up and said, "Lu Lily, what are you talking about? My daughter is still in school. So there's no way she's having a child. She's studying at Peking University." My dad said in a displeased tone, "Lu Lily, the betrothal between the children was just a joke between old Xia and me. That was more than 10 years ago. Now the two kids have no feelings for each other at all. So stop talking nonsense." Seeing them, Lu Lily also let her smile fade and said, "The two of them get along so well. And it was destined that our families would become in-laws. They're even going to Peking University together." Lu Lily had not even finished junior high school. While Xia Mingzhi's father worked for the Education Bureau and was 10 years older than her. During one visit to Lu Lily's home to mediate a case of domestic violence, he felt sorry for her and helped her. And the two developed feelings for each other. She had always been proud to have Xia Mingzhi as her son. And in this old residential complex, everyone was utterly fed up with her bragging. But as annoying as it is, and as jealous as I am, their son really is impressive. Ever since high school, he was hailed as the school heartthrob because of his outstanding looks and grades. My parents were both furious, but I saw two people walking over from not far away. It was Xia Mingzhi and Wang Yaya. Seeing the commotion here, the two quickly walked over. My tone was calm. "Aunt Lu, you can't just say things like that. Xia Mingzhi already has a girlfriend. I also hope everyone will stop linking the two of us together in the future. Thank you." Everyone. Lu Lily frowned. How could my Mingzhi have a girlfriend? His girlfriend is you. Mom. At that moment, Xia Mingzhi appeared in everyone's view, and everyone also saw the woman following beside her. She was wearing ultra-short shorts, revealing a large tattoo on her calf, and a red leather crop top. She had on large red hoop earrings with a ring of tiny diamonds. And upon closer inspection, there were 5 piercings in one ear. Her hair was dyed burgundy. Xia Mingzhi's hair had also been dyed blonde, and he was holding her hand, his face full of a sweet smile. When he saw our family, he froze. Only then did he realize that I hadn't shown up in front of them at all for the entire summer vacation. "Xiaoyu, let's go home. My parents are teachers, and what they dislike most are girls like this. You can be bold. And you can be radiant, but you can't just sink into depravity. You're in your prime, yet you don't study properly, don't take care of yourself, and end up making yourself like this." Wang Yaya even had a pack of cigarettes stuffed in those super short shorts. And she was toying with a lighter. When she saw me, a hint of mockery flashed in her eyes. "Ning Yu, did you go work a summer job? Didn't you like hanging out with us? How come we haven't seen you at all this whole summer?" I glanced at her and then went home with my parents. "Ning Yu, Yaya is talking to you. What kind of attitude is that?" Xia Mingzhi said, seeing that I was ignoring them, thinking about how I hadn't been playing with them lately. His tone turned cold too. Wang Yaya leaned against Xia Mingzhi's shoulder and pitifully said. It's okay. She never liked me anyway. As soon as Xia Mingzhi heard that, he raised his voice even more. Ning Yu, hurry up and come over to apologize to Yaya. And I had already walked far away, leaving them only a cold, indifferent back. Lu Lily froze after the two appeared. Mingzhi, who is this? Why did you dye your hair like that, Mom? Wang Yaya cut in first. Auntie, I'm Mingzhi's girlfriend. Xia Mingzhi looked at my back, which had not yet completely vanished, and fell silent. He thought I would turn around because of Wang Yaya's words, but I didn't even acknowledge it and went upstairs with my parents. What? The aunts in the neighborhood were all stunned. They hadn't expected that top student Xia Mingzhi would end up with a girlfriend like that. They had even thought he would end up with me. After all, the two of us were both top students and well matched. Lu Lily shrieked. Xia Mingzhi, when you said you were going on a trip after the college entrance exam, you meant you went with her. 15 days ago. My son said he was going on a graduation trip and would travel the Northwest Loop with his friends. They gave him money and told him to go relax. Who knew he was actually going with this woman? At a glance, you can tell she's not from a proper family. Yes. Wang Yaya smiled, nestling in his arms. Auntie, we're planning to get married. By then, when Mingzhi goes to school, I'll stay home and take care of you. Lu Lily was almost furious to death. She pointed at Wang Yaya. You're not worthy. What are you anyway? Dressed up like a gaudy peacock. Which club's princess did you come from? Mom. How can you say that about Yaya? Xia Mingzhi was angry too. Yaya gave her first time to him. During this period, they had a very happy and joyful time together outside. Only, looking at my back as it faded away, he felt a bit stifled. Because it suddenly dawned on him that I hadn't met up with them for a long time. Thinking of something, he let out a sigh of relief. It was fine. We'd be going to Peking University together soon anyway. By then, once he had coaxed me back into a good mood, the few of us would still have to keep getting along. Wang Yaya got angry. Mingzhi, look at her. Xia Mingzhi looked around and saw that quite a few people had gathered, so he quickly pulled his mother and Wang Yaya back home. After all, he was the top liberal arts student, and he was going to hold a college admission banquet in a few days. He couldn't lose face in front of so many people. After they got home, Xia Mingzhi tried every possible way to explain that the two of them were just dating and had no plans to get married yet. Lu Lily was persuaded for a long time, thinking that her son was about to go to Peking University and would meet better girls there, and that Wang Yaya was just something to fool around with. She finally let it go. Wang Yaya could only give in as well. After coaxing them both, Xia Mingzhi let out a sigh of relief. Lu Lily looked at him. The day after tomorrow is the day our family is holding the college admission banquet. Go dye your hair back. Your father's superiors will all be there. As the top liberal arts student, you've brought honor to him. He's about to be promoted, so don't embarrass him. Have your fun, but don't joke around with a graduation banquet. Wang Yaya, however, clung to Xia Mingzhi and acted coquettishly. I won't let you dye it back. You said this was the color of our love. She was practically hanging all over Xia Mingzhi, and Lu Lily couldn't bear to look at it. She really wanted to rush over and give her 2 slaps. But then she told herself that my son had been tied down by a well-behaved girl like me for too long, so he just wanted to play around with something fresh. It's not like he was really going to get married anyway. As a man, dating a few more girlfriends is also good for his future wife. Xia Mingzhi caught Wang Yaya's restless hand and looked at her helplessly and affectionately. I'll dye it back after the graduation banquet. After all, it concerns my dad's promotion. He's waited 10 years for this chance. If he gets promoted, our family will prosper in the future. Upon hearing this, Wang Yaya pouted. Fine. But you have to make it up to me. Let's go to the internet cafe tonight and play games. Xia Mingzhi dotingly tapped the tip of her nose. Okay. Lu Lily gnashed her teeth. Forget it. She'd just treat Wang Yaya as a toy. In the future, her son would definitely marry a better girl. My parents also didn't ask me about Xia Mingzhi. After we got home, the three of us opened the letter. And it really was Peking University's admission notice. They shared the specialty goods with friends in the neighborhood and casually mentioned that our family wouldn't be holding an enrollment celebration banquet. I also want to tell everyone that I chose Peking University. And I've received my admission letter. When they came home, I happened to be on the phone with my classmate deskmate. She also did well on the exam. But she chose Tsinghua University. We're both in the capital. And we agreed to go register on the same day. After I hung up, I found the two of them staring at me. What's wrong? I sat between the two of them, eating the watermelon my dad had cut, looking completely unconcerned with the world. You and Xia Mingzhi, the two of them hesitated, stopping short. After all, they knew that I really liked Xia Mingzhi. We're just neighbors. I stuck the toothpick back into the watermelon. From now on, our family will have nothing to do with him. All right. Mom and Dad understand. My dad patted my shoulder. The world is vast. Go and soar as you please. My mom put her arm around my shoulders. That's right. Mom and Dad will always have your back. I leaned against my mom's shoulder and rolled my eyes. Then let's go to the capital early. We can have some fun there too. So we won't be stuck at home having to hand out so many gift money envelopes. Okay. My dad slapped his thigh. I'm going too. To take a look at the university I've been dreaming of all this time. My mom was also excited. Yeah. Ever since I was little, I always wanted to go to Peking University. As teachers, both of them longed for top-tier universities. Knock. 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 At that moment, someone knocked on our door. My dad went to open the door. Who is it? Uncle Ning. It's me. Xia Mingzhi was at the door. My dad remembered that he had also applied to Peking University, and that he and I were now at the same school too. It wouldn't be appropriate to turn him away. So he opened the door and looked at him with a smile, but didn't let him in. What's up? Mingzhi. Xia Mingzhi looked at me sitting in the living room. We'll be heading to school soon. So I wanted to ask when Ningyu is leaving. We can go together. I heard what he said, picked up a piece of watermelon, and told him that we were not on the same path. My dad smiled. We'll take her there. The implication was that there was no need to go with you. Xia Mingzhi nodded and looked at me. Ningyu, come out. I need to talk to you. If it were before, I would have hurriedly run up there. But today I'm no longer the idiot I used to be. I'm busy. Dad, close the door. Don't let the mosquitoes in. As I said that, I had already walked into the room. Ningyu, let's talk. Seeing that I was really ignoring him, Xia Mingzhi grew a little anxious, and the response he got was the sound of the door closing. Xia Mingzhi clenched his fists. He was convinced that I was jealous, that I was angry about him dating Wang Yaya. He was certain that I cared too much about him. So I was giving him the silent treatment. At that moment, Wang Yaya also appeared, her face full of anger. Mingzhi, what are you doing here? Didn't you say you were coming out for a cigarette? Seeing this, my dad's attitude toward him also turned much colder. Mingzhi, you should head back. We've been traveling for over 10 days. And we're tired too. My dad closed the door and looked at my mom, shaking his head. This Mingzhi has really gone crazy. How did he end up finding a girlfriend like that? My mom looked at him. It has nothing to do with us. My dad nodded. Indeed, when we were supposed to leave the next day, a typhoon caused all flights at the airport to be grounded. When I received the ticket refund text message, I was speechless. We had gone to the capital right before school started and completely forgotten about the typhoon days these past few days. Lu Lily came to our house to deliver an invitation. My family's college entrance celebration banquet is tomorrow, so you all have to come. Their house is right across from ours. And after all these years of living as neighbors, my parents also had professional dealings with Xia Mingzhi's father, so it was hard to turn her down for the moment. You have to come too. You and my Mingzhi are the top students in liberal arts and science respectively. The Education Bureau leaders will all be here tomorrow, so it'll be good for you both to get to know them. I wanted to refuse, but my mom grabbed my hand. Okay, we'll go. After closing the door, my mom looked at me. No matter what happened, you've been friends for so many years. It would be good to at least go have a meal together. You'll still be at the same school in the future. If you make a scene and leave things too awkward, people might think my daughter still can't get over her son. I nodded. Okay. Indeed. Xia Mingzhi's admission letter should arrive tomorrow. I need to go watch the show. Zhao Liang and Chen Yu's graduation banquets were both over, and their parents had put up banners. Congratulations to my son Zhao Liang for getting into Peking University. Congratulations to my son Chen Yu for getting into Peking University. Such banners are still hanging in the residential community. Everyone went there to take photos and check in. This residential community has produced 4 students who got into Peking University. House prices all have to go up a bit. And on the day of the Xia family's graduation banquet, Xia Mingzhi's was even more high profile, with 6 banners in the neighborhood. At the entrance of the restaurant, small gifts were also handed out, printed with Xia Mingzhi, the top liberal arts scorer in Ji province. Many people came to receive the gifts and share in the good luck of the top scorer. When I arrived, Lu Lily was holding the admission letter delivered by the post office, and she couldn't bear to open it. She said she'd let the education bureau leaders open it later. It would be such an interesting moment for the leader to personally open the top student's admission letter. My parents and I found a secluded table and sat down. But there were also quite a few other students' parents there, and they pulled my parents over to chat. I sat bored on the chair playing a match 3 game. Are you avoiding me? I heard a familiar voice, and I didn't even look away from the game. Ning Yu, what exactly are you angry about? I didn't do anything to provoke you. Wang Yaya and I aren't what you think either. We started out just as brothers. Just. His thin lips moved slightly, but he couldn't bring himself to say any more. I laughed out loud. Whatever you do has nothing to do with me. I just think it's funny that you call yourselves brothers. Shang Fei and Guan Yu wouldn't sleep together. Of course. It has nothing to do with me. I just think it's funny. Xia Mingzhi's face turned dark with anger. How long are you going to keep making a scene? It was just because on the day we filled out our college applications, we asked you to sit a little farther away from us, wasn't it? You went home without even telling us. And after we finished gaming and couldn't find you, do you know how worried we were? I said calmly. You played games until dawn, didn't you? Only after playing until dawn did they remember her. His expression stiffened. Xia Mingzhi's tone turned helpless. Don't be angry. We'll be at the same school in the future. And I'll take care of you. I looked at him. Who asked you to take care of me? Please get lost and stay far away. Xia Mingzhi immediately sat up. Ning Yu, you're seriously crazy. When we're at the same school in the future, don't come begging me for help. Ning Yu, you made Mingzhi angry again. Zhao Liang and Chen Yu also showed up. The 2 of them frowned at me. Because of Yaya. You're really something if you like Mingzhi. You should just say so. Instead you're using this kind of cold violence on him. You're not cute at all. Unlike Yaya. Exactly. Yaya would never use tricks like yours. I rolled my eyes. Only now did I realize how blind I'd been before. Brothers, what are you doing? At this moment, Wang Yaya ran in from the doorway and immediately hooked her arms around the 2 of them, squeezing herself between Zhao Liang and Chen Yu. Her voluptuous figure fell into the eyes of the 2 men. Her perfume also intoxicated them. And with those soft arms, the 2 of them felt a bit envious of Xia Mingzhi. After all, Yaya had said that she recognized Chen Liang as her older brother, and the slightly younger Chen Yu as her younger brother. And Xia Mingzhi was her lover. The 2 of them could only take on this role and protect her for the rest of their lives. Zhao Liang looked at her fondly. It's fine. We'll sit over there. There's a show later, and the view is better from there. Chen Yu also smiled. Later. You'll sit in the very middle. Okay, thanks. Big brother and little brother. She withdrew her hand and looked at Xia Mingzhi. Dear, let's go. She looked at me smugly, only to realize that I hadn't even spared the 3 of them a glance. She was elated, thinking that I must be insanely jealous. After all, the 3 of them had been my childhood friends, and now they were all so cold toward me. Xia Mingzhi looked at me. Ning Yu, there will come a time when you beg me, and when that time comes, I won't forgive you. They turned and left. At this time, quite a few classmates had also arrived one after another, and everyone at my table was someone my parents knew. They also asked about my situation, and my parents modestly explained the details. At that moment, Zhao Liang and Chen Yu's parents had both arrived, and the two of them were also holding their admission letters. Everyone was waiting to open them together. And there were quite a few reporters here today as well. They needed to make an appearance too. Zhao Liang and Chen Yu also introduced Wang Yaya to their parents, saying they had taken her as their younger older sister and would protect her forever. The parents of the two, seeing that their sons liked her, did not stop them and chatted with Wang Yaya. Wang Yaya was very sweet-tongued and made them laugh heartily. They even put me down a few times, saying that all I did all day was study and had become a bookworm. And that Yaya had a cheerful and interesting personality. My parents didn't hear it. They had so many friends, and they hadn't gone to the other family's graduation banquets. So today, since they ran into them, they all started exchanging pleasantries. I focused on eating, thinking I'd just finish 2 bowls and head home. At that moment, Lu Lily excitedly took the microphone and went up on stage. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to come to my son Xia Mingzhi's graduation banquet. My son has been outstanding since kindergarten and often brings home Good Child Award certificates. Various praises were omitted below. Many parents wrote down the long-winded compliments. So that's how you can raise a top-scoring son. Xia Mingzhi's father also went on stage, holding the admission letter, smiling as he looked at his own leader. After all, he was a big leader from the Education Bureau. And at this moment he also had high expectations for the provincial top scorer. I'd like Director Zhao to open this admission letter. Surrounded by the crowd, Director Zhao smiled and made a show of refusing before finally stepping onto the stage. Well then, Zhao is lucky enough to have this honor. To be able to personally open the admission notice of the liberal arts top scorer is truly a blessing beyond 3 lifetimes. Only Director Zhao should open it. Director Zhao is the most fitting. Exactly. This is one of the top universities in the country. Lu Lily also smiled and said, Director Zhao's is just like this admission letter, both are top-notch. Amid everyone's flattery, Zhao Liang and Chen Yu's parents also stepped onto the stage. My son also went to Peking University. Director Zhao, let's tear it down together. Yeah, let's share in Director Zhao's good fortune. Director Zhao smiled until his eyes narrowed into slits. I've already heard about it. Your neighborhood produced 4 students who got into Peking University. And who was the other one again? Everyone looked over at us. Director Zhao knew my parents. And Xia Mingzhi's father said something in his ear. His expression darkened a little. Then I'll tear down these 3. Some people really looked down on me. The bureau chief. My parents were instantly isolated by everyone. After being spoken to like that by Director Zhao, everyone was afraid of getting dragged into trouble. I also heard murmurs. Can their principal still keep the job? Of course not. TV already offended the bureau chief. Those 2 are so high-minded. They didn't even hold an enrollment celebration. Is it because it's a daughter? So they didn't bother. Exactly. Daughters are always going to get married anyway. And no matter what school they go to, they'll just be helping their husbands with work in the future. My parents looked grim and wanted to leave in a huff. I held them back. Mom, Dad, don't rush. The show isn't over yet. The parents of the Xia, Zhao, and Chen families looked at us with disdain. After today, their families would be climbing to greater heights. Wang Yaya looked at me even more smugly. Wasn't it because I relied on my good grades that I used to make them not play with her? Now they all don't play with her anymore. I'm the one everyone loves. What good are her grades? Ha ha ha. Amid everyone's flattery, Director Zhao opened Chen Yu's admission letter. Chen Yu, standing nearby, set off a party popper and looked down at the people below with his head held high. I'm also a talented scholar from Peking University now. Amid everyone's heckling and the reporters' flashing cameras, Director Zhao's face grew darker and darker. His chest heaved. And that beer belly of his rose and fell along with it. He slammed the admission letter onto Chen Yu's head. What garbage school dares to make me open an admission letter? Everyone was stunned. And Chen Yu was stunned too. He hurriedly picked up the admission notice, which clearly read Shihong City Agricultural College. Chen Yu fell to the ground. How could this happen? How could this happen? Chen Yu's mother picked up the admission notice and immediately fainted. Chen Yu's father was thrown into a panic. Director Zhao opened Zhao Liang's admission letter and also threw it on the ground. Are you insulting me? He then opened Xia Mingzhi's, thinking he had to find one from Peking University. Otherwise, the first two were too unlucky. Who knew he might even end up bringing bad luck upon himself? However, when he opened it again and saw the same Shihong City Agricultural College, he was furious beyond control and slammed the paper hard into Father Xia's body. You fucking played me. Just you wait. He stormed out of the restaurant. And his lackeys glanced at the name of that school and got angry too. Xia Zifeng. Who are you insulting? Xia Zifeng. Your son got into such a third-rate vocational school and you still invited us to a banquet. You really have no shame. The group immediately got up and left. Many people also crowded over to take a look. And their expressions were all strange. Some looked gleeful at others' misfortune. Some were puzzled. And some even laughed out loud. Xia Mingzhi and the other two were also stunned. They had clearly applied to Peking University. What kind of trash school was this? They looked at each other and thought of something. On the day they filled out their college applications, it was Wang Yaya. At this moment, Wang Yaya was also stunned. She remembered something and just wanted to run away, but was grabbed by Xia Mingzhi. Yaya, didn't you say you filled out Peking University for us? Yaya, what's going on? The three of them's questions made Wang Yaya turn pale with shock. She knew this was very serious, especially now that the parents from all three families were watching her. Their eyes seeming as if they wanted to kill someone. She didn't know what to say, because she had also forgotten about it and completely put the matter out of her mind. After filling it out that day, the few of them got engrossed in the game. After staying up all night, they went home to sleep. The next day, they set off on their trip. Along the way, the few of them had such a great time that she could still remember it. It was only at this moment that she remembered the school she had filled in for them. Wang Yaya knew that if she admitted it, she would definitely be cursed out to death. The three of them might forgive her, but their parents would never forgive her. At this moment, she saw me, and her eyes darted. It was Ningyu. Ningyu changed your college choices. Everyone looked at me. Wang Yaya went on. That day, when you all went to the restroom, Ningyu ran over and changed your choices and submitted them. I had gone to buy Coke at the time, and when I came back, she had just left your seats. It was her. Wang Yaya knew they would believe her. After all, she had already painted me as a jealous woman. And after all this time, even the surveillance cameras at the internet cafe had been upgraded. And there were so many people there that day. It was impossible to track down anyone who'd been online to verify it. In any case, I have to take the blame for this. You're talking nonsense. Even the highly educated mother couldn't help cursing. How dare you, you little delinquent. Throw mud on my daughter. I'll rip your mouth apart. Zhao Liang roared. Ningyu, why did you do this? Ningyu, even if you resent us, you can't change our college preferences for us. Chen Yu pointed at me. Ningyu, I'm going to make you go to prison. You ruined my life. The Chen, Zhao, Xia, and our parents glared at us furiously, already about to rush over. Ningyu, you bitch. Lu Lily had already rushed at me, and I raised the stool and smashed it at her. It wasn't me. I looked at everyone. What would I gain from doing this? Wang Yaya cut in first. You're just jealous of me. You like Xia Mingzhi, and when you saw Xia Mingzhi getting along with me, you wanted to ruin them. Zhao Liang's grades had been brought up with a lot of hard work. Next year he might not be able to get into school. Ningyu, I want you dead. His parents even rushed up to hit me, but were stopped by the other uncles. Xiao Yu isn't that kind of person. Calm down. There must be some misunderstanding. Chen Yu pointed at me. Ningyu, I knew you were this kind of vicious person. Meeting you was the most disgusting thing I've ever done. Why don't you just go die? Ning Yu. I will never let you get away with this. Xia Mingzhi ran straight over and grabbed my throat. Ning Yu. I hate you. How dare you change my college preferences? I'm going to make you pay. My dad hurriedly pulled me free, and a group of people held Xia Mingzhi back. The few of them looked like wild beasts gone berserk. Their parents even started cursing my mom and dad. I was angry too. I told you it wasn't me, it was Wang Yaya who did it. I have proof. I'll project it on the screen for you right now. Chen Yu smashed a beer bottle and pointed at me. How could it be Yaya? She's not as bad as you. Ning Yu. I'm going to kill you today. I'm still a minor, so I won't have to pay with my life if I kill you. Chen Yu still had a few days before he came of age, and at this moment he was already about to charge at me. Zhao Liang also had a grim look on his face, waiting to kill me. How dare you slander the pure Yaya? You really deserve to die. Chen Yu, hurry up and kill him. Xia Mingzhi glared at her angrily. Ning Yu, I could never like a vicious woman like you. If you don't die today, you'll die tomorrow. Some of the adults were also pointing and staring at me. Xiao Yu. You really went too far this time. No wonder the whole family went off happily on a trip. Their daughter is the only one in this neighborhood who got into Peking University. So of course they've got something to be proud of. My parents shielded me. And of course they believed I hadn't done it. I finally connected to the Wi-Fi. I have video proof that it wasn't me. I took a deep breath, suppressed my emotions, and cast the video onto the big screen. I had never had the chance to explain. And I never expected Wang Yaya to really turn around and accuse me. Wang Yaya was still looking at me gleefully as I stirred up public anger. And when she heard I had a video, she was stunned. At this moment, the screen showed that Wang Yaya was changing their preferences. And after finishing, she happily opened the game for them. As for me, I had been sitting in a seat far away the whole time, not moving. Even after I left, the few of them were still playing the game. Everyone was stunned when they saw the truth. And those who had insulted me and my parents now looked a bit embarrassed. So it was you. You bitch. Lu Lily rushed over, grabbed Wang Yaya as she tried to run, and sat on her, slapping her again and again. My parents were utterly exhausted, and I held their hands. Let's go. The parents of the Chen, Zhao, and Xia families pinned Wang Yaya down and gave her a vicious beating. Meanwhile, Xia Mingzhi and the other two stood frozen in place at the sight. It turned out that Yaya had really changed their college preferences. My parents and I decided to take the high-speed rail to the capital. And we set off the next day. I just hoped those messed-up matters wouldn't affect their mood. Fortunately, after I explained everything to them, they felt reassured and came north with me. During my days studying at Peking University, my parents rarely went back to the residential complex anymore. Since they didn't have to take care of me, they moved straight into the school dormitory. I blocked those 3 people and never contacted them again. Later, though, I heard from classmates that Xia, Zhao, and Chen didn't go to school in Shihong City. Instead, they repeated the year. Wang Yaya also didn't go to prison because she was pregnant. She said she didn't know which of the 3 men the child belonged to. None of the 3 families' parents would acknowledge this daughter-in-law. And they forced Wang Yaya to have an abortion. But she knew that if she had the abortion, she would definitely end up in prison. So she refused to have the abortion no matter what. And even refused to leave Xia Mingzhi's home. No matter how hard Xia Mingzhi tried, he couldn't drive her away. He thought Wang Yaya had only ever been with him. But he never expected that she had also been involved with Zhao Liang and Chen Yu. He felt nauseous and just wanted to study hard for another year and then come to Peking University to find me. Zhao Liang and Chen Yu had the same idea. They owed me an apology. After Wang Yaya gave birth, all 3 families went to have paternity tests done, only to find that none of them had anything to do with the child. The 3 became even angrier, but there was no way to send a woman who had just given birth to prison. When they took the college entrance exam the following year, they were exhausted by a girl named Wang Yaya. She dumped the child at the Xia family's place and ran off. None of the three families wanted the child. But the police station had already pinned them down and wouldn't let them abandon the child. The three of them performed very poorly on the exam and couldn't even get into a second-tier undergraduate school. I want to repeat a year again. Xia Mingzhi looked at the spiderweb at the entrance of my house. I'm going to Peking University. I'm going to find Ningyu. Lu Lily cried until she went blind. And Xia Zifeng also lost his job. Zhao Liang and Chen Yu also wanted to repeat a year. They kept saying they would come to Peking University to find me. Unfortunately, in the third year, they still didn't get in. The same was true in the fourth year. The three families could no longer afford to support them in repeating the year. Perhaps life's chance comes only once. If you miss it, it's truly gone. When the few of them scraped together money to come to Peking University, they looked at this prestigious institution and saw the students inside, bright and confident. So beautiful. They were filled with deep regret. If only they had not trusted Wang Yaya so much back then. They would also be favored children of heaven now. That year, I also graduated from Peking University. When they arrived, I was taking graduation photos with my classmates. After the photos were taken, the three of them blocked my way. I saw that they were somewhat displeased. So I turned and walked away. But Xia Mingzhi grabbed my hand. Ningyu. I was wrong. Give me a chance. Let's be together properly. Ningyu. Zhao Liang and Chen Yu also came to grab my hand. I screamed in alarm. Help! There are perverts. At this point, my classmates rushed over and saved me. The three of them were chased out by the security guards and taken to the police station as well. I didn't care about what happened afterward. Because I was admitted to graduate school. Because I had memories from my past life. My team developed even better with me in it. Even Zijia Company invested in our idea. 3 years later, my teammates and I had all become elites in the industry. At the age of 30, our invention won an international gold award and was even used in the military, where it took part in a military parade. After my parents retired, I returned home and brought them to the capital. Back in the residential complex, the security guard was still the same security guard, fawning over my parents just as before. Quite a few aunts chatted with my parents. Ningyu is still the most promising one. Unlike Xia Mingzhi, who's delivering food now. I heard he was in a car accident just a while ago, and because he had no money for treatment, they just dragged him home. Zhao Liang has even come to work as a security guard. A few days ago, when I went to the mall, he was the one who lifted the parking lot barrier for me. The whole Chen Yu family has moved away. I heard they went to the countryside to raise pigs. But last year they were hit by swine fever and lost everything. No one even knows whether that family is dead or alive. Ningyu is still the best. She's even bought a house in the capital and brought her parents there to enjoy life. I haven't even been to the capital in my whole life. I also heard that Bureau Chief Zhao was arrested. Because, as a public official, he actually indulged in lavish eating and drinking and accepted bribes. Back at the front door, my dad pulled down all the spider webs. It's been a long time since we came back. Inside, there are only a few old photos left with any sentimental value. When I opened the door and went in, I saw this home full of memories. And I felt a little nostalgic too. After all, I spent my entire early childhood, and adolescence here. Ningyu. Mom and Dad went to pack up their things. I heard a voice coming from behind me. Xia Mingzhi took 3 steps in too and came over, trying to hug me. I'm sorry. Ningyu, thank goodness you're still alive. Wang Yaya lied to us. Her legs are fine. She was just trying to scam your money. The moment you died, she showed up. She tricked us, swindled all my money, and even got Chen Yu sent to prison. Zhao Liang was tricked by her into going to northern Myanmar. Ningyu, we owe you an apology. Thank goodness. I've been reborn. And I'll make it up to you. Let's get married. Ningyu. I picked up the kitchen knife on the table and pointed it at him. Get lost. Listening to what he said, I knew he had also been reborn. But what did that have to do with me? Xia Mingzhi looked at me, as if he had just come back to his senses. Right. You now. are not the same you as in our last life. Are you blaming me for hurting you before? Ningyu. I was wrong. Ningyu. Are you waiting for me? You never dated or got married because you were waiting for me. His face was full of affection. And I picked up my phone to call the police. Get out now. Otherwise, you can go explain it to the police. He froze for a moment. Ningyu. Get lost. As he came closer, I kicked him below the waist. His leg was in a cast. And the pain made him fall to the ground. He looked at me in disbelief, not expecting me to really strike him. My dad rushed over, dragged him outside, and closed the door. He hurriedly wiped his hands with alcohol. What a disgusting thing. He's really dirted my daughter's eyes. I put down the kitchen knife. Don't worry, Dad. I've learned Taekwondo now, and I can protect myself. My mom also breathed a sigh of relief. She was also afraid I might really cut him. I have a wonderful life. So there was no need to ruin myself over someone like him. Looking at the two of them with their white hair, I was glad that in this life, our whole family was doing well, to avoid Xia Mingzhi clinging to us. The three of us left Ji province that afternoon. I heard about Xia Mingzhi again on the trending search. Breaking. Former top liberal arts student sentenced to death. Xia Mingzhi actually killed Wang Yaya. And as a result, he was sentenced to death. The reason was that Wang Yaya came back to take her daughter back, pushed Lu Lily down, and Lu Lily died on the spot. Xia Mingzhi then killed her. Xia Zifeng died of anger on the spot. And Wang Yaya's daughter was sent to an orphanage. I skimmed the news and moved on. I understood it now. There was no need to destroy myself because of those people. Karma would punish them in its own time. I looked at the people below the stage. A slight smile on my lips. This was now the product launch for the team I led. I talked a lot about the products. And the applause was thunderous. A reporter asked me for the secret to my success. I smiled and said, let go of the urge to help others. Respect other people's destinies. And walk toward a better life. The end.